Hi guys, welcome to this video of NBA logo mashups where an artist took old logos from each NBA team and combined them into one. I'm here to give my opinions on the logo and decide if teams should keep their current logo or adapt the mashup. There will be a link in the description to the original post of all these logos. Let's start out here with the Atlanta Hawks. It's very interesting. I never would really associate the Hawks with a blue color, but this logo looks pretty good, and in their history they've used blue I guess more often than red, but I would still stick with their current logo. I like it a little bit better. Moving on, here we have the Boston Celtics. This logo is actually really funny to me. Obviously their current logo is really historic, and I don't think it should be changed, so I'm going to go with their current logo. Next up we got the Brooklyn Nets. The mashup I really like. It's like a combination of their current logo and the New Jersey Nets that they had before they moved to Brooklyn. So I'm going to go with the mashup as the better logo. Next up we have the Charlotte Hornets. I don't really like their combination one, the mashup, because it reminds me of too much of their old one. He didn't really change much, the artist. But their current logo, I love. One of my favorite logos in the NBA, so I'm going to stay with this one. Next up, we have the Bulls, Chicago Bulls. This logo is dumb. It's like, why would you put a basketball there? Like, it's basically just their current logo with a basketball. I looked back and I couldn't really find when a basketball was used as a logo, but I guess he had to do something, so he did that. But I'm going to stick with their current logo. Next up, we have the Cavs, and many of you might think that the one on the left is their actual logo, because that's what I thought originally too. But in fact, they actually changed their logo recently this year to this black one over here. But I actually like the mashup better. I think it looks better. So I'm gonna go with that one. Next up, we have the Dallas Mavericks. I would really like their mashup logo here that's made, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. So I guess I'm gonna have to go with the current logo, even though I hate it too. So. Next up we have the Denver Nuggets. This combination logo is definitely one of my favorite here. It's really cool. It has a lot of the old logos from before, and I like it better. Next up we have the Detroit Pistons. Their current logo I don't really like at all because I feel like it's too simple. So I'm gonna go with this one because I really like how it like shows that they're pistons, like the horse or car piston. So it horsepower, you know. So I'm going to go with the mashup. The Warriors logo, Golden State Warriors, I like their current logo better because the W in the mashup looks weird to me, and with the lightning bolt, so I'm going to go with their current Warriors logo. The Houston Rockets, the mashup I think is the better one. It incorporates basically their same logo that they have now and some previous ones. With the Rocket, I think it looks better, and I really like the font of the Houston part, so going with that one. The Pacers logo's next, and I personally hate the mashup because I hate like the hand logo parts. So I'm gonna go with their current logo now. Next up we have the Clippers. I really want to like the mashup logo, but I feel like it's too simple with the sun and the ship sails. So I'm gonna have to go with their current logo, even though I hate it too. Next up we have the Lakers. And although the Lakers logo is very historic too, like the Celtics and the Bulls, I like the mashup better. It just seems more LA to me instead of this plain like yellow basketball that the Lakers currently have. So I'm going to go with the mashup. Next up we have the Memphis Grizzlies. This is one of my favorite logos he made here. It incorporates the logo from the Vancouver Grizzlies, and I think the color scheme is just better for the logo. It looks better. And I just like it better, yeah. So moving on, here we have the Miami Heat. This logo is basically the same thing with a gradient on the left here. I'm gonna go with the mashup because I just like how the gradient looks. It looks more of like a flame to me. Next up we have the Milwaukee Bucks. At first I thought this was like the same logo, but when you look at it, it's a little different. So the mashup has some elements of their old logo. The one thing that they're missing is like the purple Bucks logo that they used to have. So I'm gonna go with their current logo as the better one. Next up we have the Minnesota Timberwolves. I don't know if you guys know, but currently the Timberwolves changed the logo a little bit. But here on the mashup, I like it better. It incorporates the trees. You understand how, like, why they're called the Timberwolves. And the North Star looks pretty cool on the ball, so I'm going to go with the Mashup. Next up, we have the New Orleans Pelicans. For the Mashup, I don't really know where this yellow part comes in. Maybe if you guys tell me in the comments. But I do like the logo better than the current logo because I think their current logo is way too detailed. Next up, we have the New York Knicks, and these logos are almost the same thing. But I'm going to go with the current logo because I just think it looks cleaner. It's more appealing to the eye, you know? Next up, we have the Thunder. And I really like this Mashup logo because it has elements of the Seattle Supersonics in it. I don't know if you guys see it. It's like in the ball, you can see the city like the Sonics had. And plus their current logo is not that good, so I'm going to go with the Mashup. Next up, we have the Orlando Magic. I'm going to go with their current logo because the Mashup, I don't like that ball, like with the stars that they had from previous logos, so I'm going to go with the current one. Next up, we have the 76ers, Philadelphia. And this Mashup, I really don't like. I don't like the boxy look of the Sixers. And their logo, I think, currently looks pretty clean, so I'm going to stick with that. Next up, we have the Phoenix Suns. And I actually like this Mashup logo. I think it's better. I don't like how boxy the current logo is. And I like the purple, too, which is cool. Next up, we have the Portland Trailblazers. This logo is very similar. Basically, they just changed the angle of the logo. So I'm going to go with their current logo because the logos are almost the same thing. Next up, we have the Sacramento Kings. I really like the Mashup because it incorporates the Royals, I believe, from Kansas City that the Kings used to be. But I don't think the color scheme really fits for them because the royal purple looks better, you know? It reminds me of Kings more. Next up, we have the San Antonio Spurs. And I really like this Mashup because, like I said in my previous logo video, I really like the Fiesta color scheme that they have, and the plain black and white and gray is, I don't know, too plain for me, so I'm going to go with the Mashup, looking better. Next up, we got the Toronto Raptors. I think their current logo is kind of simple, and I really like how in the Mashup he incorporated the Raptor spikes or teeth, or I don't know really what they are, but I like that one better. Next up, we got the Utah Jazz, and I like the Mashup better because the artist incorporates the mountains in the back, which reminds me more of Utah. And the J is actually a saxophone, like one of their old logos back in the day. I like it better than their current logo. Finally, we got the Washington Wizards. And I really like their current logo better because obviously I hate the hand thing in this Mashup logo. So I'm going to go with the Washington Wizards current logo as the one I like better. If you guys liked the video, feel free to smash the like button. And tell me in the comments which logo you like the best, which ones would you put into an actual NBA team.